Good morning, everyone. The agenda on Thursday, September 25th, 2025, at 10 a.m. Notice that this meeting was duly posted. Items to be discussed are any and all matters that the board may find appropriate and will include the following agenda items. Call meeting to order. The agenda was posted, properly posted. Okay, roll call. You got to press the little button. I'm here. You use the other one then.
Dorothy Beck? Here. Well, I couldn't hear you before because your mic wasn't on. Stuart Davidoff?
Present.
Norma Gluck? Herb Goldstein?
Yo.
You think he'll show up?
Maybe.
I'm here. Marcia Savage? Don Schoenberg?
Yo times two.
Whoa, two of you are here.
I got two comedians.
Two
And then-
yo-yos.
Last but not least, Joel Stewart.
I'm here.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. We have a quorum.
Thanks.
Uh,
Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, we have a quorum.
I mean, we haven't had meetings for a couple of months, so you.
Yes, we have no bananas.
One of the things I gotta approve the minutes. This is a letter from Etta Walters. Effective this date, September 13th, 2025, and after much thought and consideration, I am resigning my position as Board of Director and Treasurer with the Crystal Point Board at Coral Lakes Condo Association for personal reasons. Wishing all continued success and good health. Regards, Etta Walters. Okay. All right. Approval of the minutes of May 22nd, 2025.
I
Don't
make a
yell.
motion.
I didn't have to. Can I have a motion to accept the minutes as written?
I make a motion that we accept the minutes as written. Because they were fantastic.
Okay. Second was Norma. Everyone raise your hand if you agree. Fantastic. Okay. President's report.
Wait, we have to approve the minutes.
I said, everyone raised their
Oh,
hands.
I thought we waived the reading and now we have to.
Okay, we approve the minutes. Does
I
that-
make a motion that we approve the minutes.
We have to. Okay. Okay. Everyone raised their hands. He is. He's auditioning for president, hopefully. Okay. President's report. Good morning, Crystal Point residents. This is our first meeting after our summer break. I would like to welcome everyone back. Hope that all residents had a great summer. Come sit in the front, Arnie. This is our insurance agent just came in. On September 13th, 2025, Etta Walters resigned from her position on the Crystal Point Board as a director and the treasurer of Crystal Point. The board wants to thank Etta for her 6 years of hard-working service, and I especially want to thank Etta for all of the help she has given me. Etta will be a great loss to Crystal Point. The board wishes you the best in the future. A notice was sent out to Crystal Point 1 asking for a volunteer to fill Etta's position as a director on the board till December 2025 when we have our elections. A resident from Crystal Point 1 did come forward, Fran Solomon Glick, who volunteered to fill in as a director for the remaining of the year. Unfortunately, she didn't show today, but I would like to make a motion now to accept Fran Solomon Glick as a director for Crystal Point 1. Do I have a second? Norma seconds it. All vote, please. Does everyone in favor? Okay. All passed. Thank you, board. Fran is welcome to the board of Crystal Point. Okay. At this meeting, we also finalized the final figures for the insurance for Crystal Point, which is due at the end of September. The new policy is coming in at $100,000 less than last year's premium. Very good. All right, Crystal Point has to finance the insurance costs, so the net savings should be in the range of $85,000, which is still a great number. Last year, we paid 7.5% for finance charge. They were able to get it down this year to 6.95. So that is a good amount. Okay, will Herb Goldstein please make a motion to accept the insurance from the carrier we have used? Who are we using?
I make a motion, we accept the policy as stated.
Yes, but who is it? Which company is it?
XYZ.
No, it's Heritage. Heritage, okay.
I make a motion that we accept the Heritage insurance.
Right. Okay, Dorothy accepted. So the motion was accepted. Our premium the year before was $557,901. This year, our premium will be $457,841. We still have to add on some finance fees. There's some state tax, stamp tax, and a couple other little things. But in net, we will have about an $85,000 savings.
Governor DeSantis is trying to eliminate property taxes. Of course, it will never happen. But they're trying to reduce property taxes that we are being charged. Should that go into effect, will that reduce our fees? Will we be allowed to reduce our?
Well, this is insurance. This is not property taxes. This is the insurance for the buildings. Okay. Arnie's here. I know the board, we had a workshop meeting about a week ago where all the different insurance brokers and, not brokers, the policies, companies, we went through everything. So basically, if there was any questions, Arnie did come today, but I have a check for you for coming. We have a check we're giving him for $100,000 to cover, this is the premium that we have to give. The finance, what do you need?
It's a signed finance contract.
No, you have to give me.
Oh, I thought, did you print it? Did Regina send it to you?
Yeah, but I didn't print it. All right, you'll have to send it to me later, and I'll print it out.
Maybe I can go to the management office to print it?
Yes.
I was gonna send it today.
Oh, okay. Go upstairs to Campbell on the second, is anyone in there right now? The sec,
Upstairs, that's for Melissa.
Melissa?
She'll print it for you.
Okay, perfect.
okay, and then come back here and I'll sign it. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, I would like to make a motion to appoint Herb Goldstein as the acting treasurer for Crystal Point till December 2025. Do I have a second? All right, Marcia. Please raise your hand to let me know that if it was passed. Perfect. When we have the new elections for the new board, then we will vote in a new treasurer who could be Herb again for the 2026 a year. We are also going to have a presentation from Frida Toback, who is the head of the Hurricane Committee, to talk about this hurricane season. Okay, the next meeting of the Crystal Point Board will be held on October 23rd, 2025, in the Palm Room at 10 a.m. In October of this year, Campbell Management will be sending out a notice for the upcoming elections for the new offices for the upcoming year 2026. This package will be an application form for anyone who would like to be a member of our board. This non-paying job requires approximately 2 hours once a month of your time for a board meeting and an occasional meeting if necessary. We will be having openings on the board for Crystal Point 1, Crystal Point 2, and Crystal Point 3. Please consider giving back to the community. We meet the third Thursday of the month at 10 a.m. unless it is a holiday or for a special reason that needs to be changed. We are off for the entire summer break from June through August. We are going to have 5 openings that we need to fill. We usually have 4 this year, but with Etta resigning, we need one more person to fill the balance of her 1-year term. We meet in the clubhouse to conduct our business. Thank you, Stuart Davidoff. Okay. At this point, we're going to have the treasurer's report from Herb Goldstein.
Thank you, Mr. President. Everybody has been on the board giving out the entire treasurer report. It's 14 pages, and I'm certain that not everybody can read all those pages. Very complicated. So what I've done is just put together highlights that I'd like you to focus on, and I've distributed to everybody, and I'll just read it. In terms of the, this is as of the balance sheet of August 31st of 2025. The assets, the total operating cash is $280,111.22. The total reserve cash is $1,460,580.04.
$1,460,580.
Yeah.
Okay. You didn't say it right.
Oh, okay.
That's okay.
Total other assets is $119,413.26. That means the total assets is $1,860,104.52. The liabilities, total current liabilities. Now, these are the reserves. $158,256.91. Total.
That was total current liabilities of 150.
Yeah.
You moved the line down.
I moved the line down. Sorry about that.
Okay.
The next one is $1,460,580.04, and total equity is $241,267.57. Therefore, the total liabilities is $1,860,104.52. And lo and behold, the assets liabilities agree. Why that happens, whatever. They have to.
You're the new treasurer, don't say that. You gotta agree to
Okay.
everything.
Now, I just want to discuss the various retained earnings, current year net income, and total. For Crystal Point 1, the retained earnings is $21,474.67, plus the cents. Somebody's screwing up here. Plus the current year net income of $32,072.03 equals $53,546.70. Now, for Crystal Point 2, the retained earnings is $73,247.97. The current year net income is $21,051.69, which equates to $94,296.66. Crystal Point 3, the retained earnings is $55,083.40. The current year net income is $24,335.41, which equates to a total of $79,418.81. Now, the actual expenses for August 2025, Crystal Point 1 is $59,755.45. Crystal Point 2 is $64,652.90. Crystal Point 3 is $57,025.26, with a total summation of $181,433.61. No.
Have Crystal Point 3 current year net income, 24,000, and here you don't know that figure.
You got to use the math.
Put it on the bottom number. You have to hit that.
Hold it down.
Hold it for a second. Now it's good.
Crystal Point 3, the current year net income, what is that total? 24,000, what is that figure?
24,350. It's 353.41. He put in extra.
There's an extra 5. That was to see whether you're reading this.
Okay.
Got it.
What that is, Marcia, basically Herb's new at this.
No, he's doing a great job.
No, he's doing, yes, but so he doesn't get embarrassed. The expenses and the income, we had less expenses than we anticipated, and so the income was higher. We didn't have as much. So in essence, as much as the totals look very high, in September, everything's going to change again because if there's more expenses, our total end of retained earnings and income it varies every month. And it's the end of the year that we actually look at to see what your retained earnings are, because then we have all the expenses and all the income. An example, Corey, who will be discussing the landscaping after, did not have as many bills possibility in August, where in September, he might have 10,000, where August was 2,000. So it's going to change. That's the reason, okay? Marcia?
No, I only wanted to know what that 5 is.
So is it okay? Okay, perfect. Thank you. Okay, we're going to go a little bit out of sequence. Okay, basically, the property manager report is Ed. He's not here today. I don't know if you have a report.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Millie Manelis. I am Ed's assistant. Ed apologized. He was not able to attend the meeting today. He did ask me to let you guys know that annual meetings will be coming up in December, and notices will be going out in the mail, so be on the lookout for it. That's Ed's report. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we're going to do the reports first, then we're going to have free to talk. Come. Just give me 1 minute. I have to sign some papers for our insurance is due next week, so it has to get out today.
We'll send everybody a corrected page.
Thank you. Don't spend the money at once. Oh, yeah, Okay,
Can we make it a little warmer with freezing here?
not cold.
I'm getting a
Not
page.
cold. Okay, now we're going to do the landscaping report, Corey.
Everyone hear me?
You could lift it up. A little higher,
That's better?
much better.
All right, just to answer your question, the financials that we just handed out for August 30th are only reflecting $10,000 for total landscaping costs. The actual number that we spent so far is probably closer to 30. I just received about $9,000 of invoices that I have to approve. So it's always a timing difference. You know, and I think a lot of people don't realize that when you read the financials, it's like what Sue said, it's these timing differences. So far this year, like I've gotten a pretty good handle on all this stuff right now. We had 90 landscaping proposals that were given to me for new work this year. Over 79, almost 80 have been completed and invoiced. Joe's done a really good job in trying to catch up on all the jobs. The work that hasn't been done yet is everything that's been submitted in late August and September. So there's nothing that's been delayed more than 2 months at this stage. So the timing is really catching up, and because of all the rain, it might be delayed this month, but my goal is by October 31st to give them all the proposals for this year, so by December 31st, everything will catch up, and differences. So hopefully everything is going to be paid, invoiced, approved, and everything by December 31st, and anything after that, I'm going to try to push into next year. So we'll have a nice clean break. Okay, no, hello? Oh. I've been holding back certain proposals. There's about $10,000 worth because I wanted to see how much exposure we'd have this year. So far we're in really, really good shape. So I'm going to approve all these things, certain improvements. And I'm going to walk the property with Joe over the next couple of weeks to try to determine our budget for next year, how much money that we're going to need. Just to let everyone know, according to Joe, Joe is the supervisor for Palm Beach Landscape. Hello? Oh. According to Joe, we have 30 or 40 trees that have been died, are missing. At some point in time, why does he keep going in that? At some point in time, we may be caught with our pants down, and we're going to have to replace all these at once. So I want to talk to him and try to get an idea, so maybe we should start replanting these things a few every year so we don't get caught like that. Other than that, that's it.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay, next is Goods and Welfare, Norma. Okay, nothing, thank you. ARB's Dawn.
Hi. In the last, excuse me, the last 2 months, we've had several architectural review board requests. Then they've been for replacing windows, and some new homeowner this last month wanted to enclose their porch. So far, all paperwork has been fine, and it's going smoothly. The only thing I would like to re-emphasize is that in walking the property every now and then, I'm seeing people making changes to the exteriors of the house and patios, and they tell me you can't do that, period, on your own. You've got to make an architectural review board request, and they tell me that no one ever told them anything. And that's what we hear, of course, year after year after year. So our president has put together a committee to create a welcome new homeowner book, and a committee to also to disperse that, to meet people with. But in the meantime, people are moving in, and they're making changes, including one person putting a walkway, a concrete walkway, in the back of their house. And they just say, no one told me, so I did it. That's the end of my report.
Thank you. We're going to take care of that. Okay. Now, under, is there any other reports? I don't believe so. Okay, under old business. Back in August 2019 of this year, we had a workshop meeting of the board. One of the main topics that was agreed upon by the board voting for new officers on the board. Once the new board is established, then the board votes for the president, first vice president, second vice president, secretary, and treasurer. Then the board votes who goes to the master board. The board elects 2 people. It was pointed out that the president should automatically be one of the people going to the master board. The second person the second person who is voted can be anyone else on the board. The master board has certain meetings that are attended by the presidents only, and if the president was not elected to the master board, then he could not go. I am making a motion that whoever gets elected each year as president will automatically go to the master board as a Crystal Point representative. The second person can be any other director. Do I have a
I
second?
have a second.
Okay, Herb, can I have a vote on it?
All in favor?
All in favor? Okay, so then it passed. Thank you. Okay, also, that was discussed on August 19th. Just to let everyone know, just as a reminder, the agenda now has to be posted 14 days in advance, which it was. It's a new state law. Dawn, Dorothy, and Lori Goldstein are working on an update booklet for new residents. Dawn and Marcia volunteered to be in charge of greeting new residents. Also, the state changed back in 2018. There was a law change that you can only be on the board for 8 years. So we made a list of everyone's amount of time on the board, and we're keeping track of that. Okay, second thing.
Mr. President, excuse me, it's consecutive years, isn't it?
Yes, I'm sorry, consecutive years. So if you go off and come back, you start again.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Don. Okay, I spoke to our lawyer, Dale, on yesterday. I told him that Etta resigned. He suggested, as long as I form a committee, if Etta would like, she can work on a committee but not be part of the board. I spoke to Etta, and she is willing to do that. I am forming a finance committee with Etta as of today. She will be checking the past dues, maintenance payments, and foreclosures, and dealing with the lawyer on foreclosures. I am thrilled to have her back, at least in this capacity. Even if she's not a committee member, it will make it a lot easier for Crystal Point, and she does an incredible job of watching that everyone is up to date in payments, etc. So as much as she's left, I'm welcoming her back on a committee. Okay, that was the old business. New business, I would like to invite Frida Tobis to come up and talk about hurricanes.
Frida, could you guarantee we're not going to have a hurricane?
So far, so good.
You are right now in the Atlantic, and you're coming close to Florida.
That's good.
Not on.
If I get any, okay, here we go. I have this job because somebody on your committee talked me into it. And I'd like to say I love this job, but very.
Next time you got to bring it. You have to bring your own. Yes, you're right.
we have to tell Lexi to spend.
All right, let me ask you this question for everybody in this room. How many of you attended that hurricane in the theater, the presentation in the theater? Okay, did you read the brochure that he gave you? Okay, we have a hurricane plan for all of Coral Lakes. Have you read it? Why not? It's on the first page of the Coral Lakes website, on the bottom, okay? So I have to tell you that of all of my friends in various communities, our plan is the best plan ever. And the reason is that when I wrote it month by month so that it's never overwhelming. You read 1 month, which is about a page worth of information, and you're done. We start in March and we go to November, okay? There is information in there that you didn't get at the presentation in the theater. Please read the plan we have. Now, I've just updated our plan, as I do every year. When it is completed, I will send it to all of the HOA presidents and also the members of the Hurricane Committee so that they can distribute it as you like. We're not printing them because there's just too many, but we are making them available. And there's this cavalier attitude in this community. I don't need to know that. I'll wait till we get a hurricane. When the hurricane hits, it's too late. Every bit of information you can possibly think of is in there. What happens before a hurricane? What happens during a hurricane? What you need to do to prepare for a hurricane? What food? What papers you need to be sure to save so they're not destroyed should your property be destroyed? What insurance information do you need to have? Okay? I've taken a lot of time to do this, and I've stolen from everybody. But you need to read this because it may save your life. We are way overdue for a hurricane. You know that. All of you know that. So, to get to what I actually came for, I've been writing articles in Lifestyles. And in June and July, I wrote an article about special needs shelters, which is very important to me. You may not need a special needs shelter, but you may have a friend or a neighbor who does. It isn't a matter of deciding you're going to go there and they'll take you. There's paperwork involved. There's preparation involved. Please share that information with anybody who may need a special needs shelter. August and September Lifestyles magazine had part 2 of that, and that was a discussion of regular shelters and pet shelters. In October, the article deals with Medicare. Now, we all received an email from Medicare on June 25th. How many of you read it? Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. You did get it. We all got it. So I found, now 2 people who read it. June 25th, Medicare. I'll tell you. What that email dealt with was to tell you that if you have straight Medicare and you have durable medical goods, if they are destroyed in a hurricane or a disaster, Medicare will replace it. However, if you have Medicare Advantage, you need to contact your plan now, not during a hurricane. You need to contact them because each plan has different rules. You need to be prepared, okay? Don't wait till the hurricane's here. It'll be too late. This community has a hurricane committee, and Stu is on the committee as well. They know what to do, but if you're not prepared when the hurricane strikes, don't call them. They're not going to help you, okay? There is no way that we're going to put our lives in danger to help you. So you need to know how to prepare a safe room, what to put in the safe room. You all know this. I'm not seeing any faces, so I'm kind of thinking you don't. But you need to have a safe room. A safe room is a room without any windows. Your bathroom, your inside bathroom, or a closet. Try doing the bathroom first, simply because there's water there in case you need a toilet. Okay? All of that information is in your plan if you'd only take the time to read it. So in October, I talk about Medicare. in November, which will be my last article for the year, I will be talking about what all of the terminology means when we're waiting for a hurricane. So there's a lot of information, but it's given to you in small doses. You don't have to read 30 pages to understand what's going on. You need to read one page, maybe a page and a half, okay? So I gave you all of that. And the articles that I've written since June have been put into an update in the hurricane plan, and then I will send it out to everybody who needs to have it. So if Stuart decides to send it to everybody in the community, he can do that, okay? Now, finally, every single one of you should have one of these. Do you know how to do this? Okay. When the hurricane is over, not before, you're going to take this off the top of your refrigerator, which is where I want you to store it. You only need one of these because I'm almost out. You're going to hang this on your doorknob to indicate I'm okay, or help, I need help, okay? Now, we had a whole mess of these, but people from other communities took them, so we got a problem. All of you should be familiar with this. You should also have only one, and I insist that you put it on top of your refrigerator. And the reason for it is that when you don't remember where you put it, if you think you put it in a cabinet and you don't know which cabinet, if we all put it in the same place, then if you don't remember, your friends will. Okay? I brought extras.
I need one.
Okay, I have extras. They're over there.
I've got a new refrigerator.
You know what? I don't want to hear that argument. I'm 5 feet tall. If I can reach, you can reach. Okay. This is not the most overwhelming problem, is how tall we are. However, everybody needs to know where it is. And when you move, you leave that. It doesn't belong to you. Okay, so I still have a few more of these, and Stu, if there's anybody in your community who needs one who isn't here, just let me know.
Lori,
Okay?
we don't need any?
Merci.
Did I bring enough? I did.
Are you handing
Okay.
out refrigerators?
Did you have any questions? Comments, questions? No? Then thank you very much. I'll take that.
50?
No, I'm liking this. Thank you all.
50, right?
Thank you.
Frida,
way,
thank
Frida-
you very much.
You're doing a great job.
Okay, that, under new business, that was Frida. I don't know if there's any other new business.
I'd like to bring up something, please.
Sure.
We had a roof leak with all the rains that we've been having, and we contacted Campbell. Campbell had the roofing company call us. They came this morning, but I'm here. My husband met with them. The issues seem to be prevalent, at least as far as I know, in virtually every 202 unit. The way the roof was put on was the same as the old roof, where the valley that you can see outside your circular window, there's a valley to the left or the right, depending on the unit, backs up because the roof tiles block the channel that the water and leaves would flow down off of the roof. My husband, who was a builder for 25 years, is meeting,
Further away, that's where it's
was
echoing.
meeting today with the roof, someone from the roofing company to discuss it. I don't know what the results will be, but I think the board should follow up, because if it's an issue, it should be taken care of, because it's a one-time thing for them to cut back one tile to open up the channel, as opposed to every time there's a lot of rain, unit after unit after unit is contacting Campbell.
All right, I'll double check with Campbell. From what we've had before, besides, this is not the first time I've heard this, they're claiming it was the leaves from the trees are causing the water to back up.
Right, because they have no place to go, but if the channel were open, they would wash down with the
All
hard
right.
rains.
All right, so, but you'll let me know
I will
what
definitely let you
Alan.
know, absolutely.
Perfect, thank you. Because what they wanted is they wanted a separate contract just to come and clean out leaves twice a year. That's what they're blaming it on, for another $35,000. And I said, not everyone has leaves, and I've seen leaves looking out my porthole window also, and the water goes down. It takes a little while, I do admit, but it is going down. But so far, I haven't heard of any leaks. This is the first one I'm hearing.
When the representative from Campbell came to our house, he said we were the second that week and that he has them constantly.
Oh, okay, you see, he didn't tell me. Thank you. Okay, Dawn, you have a question?
Yes. A couple of months ago, I put in a maintenance work order with Campbell to have the bottom valve on the water outside the house fixed because it was leaking. And 6 weeks later, approximately, I think it was Flamingo Plumbing rang the doorbell and said, okay, we're going to shut off the water, we're going to replace this. And the guy said, by the way, are all the other residents in the area, like one house in either direction or something, all 4 units, are you all prepared for this? I said, no, the work order was for me. So they said, well, we can't do it because we do a whole bunch of houses all at the same time. So I called Campbell back, and they said, we're working on this. Is that in fact true, or will they do one house?
No, the thing is, we don't use Flamingo. We use Bergeron Plumbing to do that.
Okay.
You
I
meant-
may have made a mistake in the
Oh,
name.
okay.
But a truck with 3 people rang my doorbell, and they were plumbers. Okay.
Yeah, okay. No, but when you're talking the water shut off,
Yeah.
they don't have to shut the water anywhere else other than you. It's after the point of the valve, because he does that all the time. No. We had something recently, but it was because they did something else to their water system that I had to send out a notice, and yes, they had to shut it from the main, and I sent it out a week or 2 ago, I believe, for some person. But that was a different system. She had her own water system. She didn't have a regular hot water heater.
Right.
Oh, she had an outside filter system.
Right. No, I understand. All I wanted was the lever one,
No, they
fixed.
don't have to shut anything.
Okay, well, they did come to the door, and they were all ready, but they asked if all the 4 units on either side of us, not just my building, but the other unit.
No, shouldn't be. No. Then they don't know what they're doing.
Okay.
No.
Who do I speak to get this?
Ed. Tell Ed again.
Ed.
Just tell, yes, Millie, she'll put in a work request again, and whoever they sent did not understand what they had to do. You don't have any outside water filtration systems or anything. No, there should be no problem. They just fixed something by me recently. I had a leak, and they had to refix it. They just shut the water in my house for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and that was it. No. Okay, hopefully we'll get that taken care of for you, Dawn. Is there any other thing the board would like to bring up? Okay, open mic. Is there any questions from the audience? Okay, if not, I'm going to do an adjournment.
I make a motion, we adjourn the meeting.
Oh, that's perfect. Okay, the next meeting is October 23rd.
Thank you.
You'll get a notice in advance, and I thank everyone for coming. Thank you.